why does IPSY even have a theme if they never follow it? Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and stick around. And today we have the IPSY Glam Bag and Boxy by IPSY for the month of June. And I'm going to be giving little mini first impression reviews, testing out a few of them here on camera and telling you guys my overall thoughts and if I think that it's worth it. So if you want to see what's going to be in the month of June, spoiler, has nothing to do, the products have nothing to do with the theme, but if you want to see, keep on watching. All right, you guys, so first up, the theme, and I know a lot of people have said to me, like, why do you care so much about the theme? Like, who cares? I really don't. I just don't get why they even do it. I'm just someone who follows logic, and when things aren't logical, it drives me nuts. So I just feel like the products never fit the theme, and the theme is ready, set, play. And it's talking about giving permission to play, whether on vacay, color, and then on the inside, they've got like all these colors, like red, orange, basically the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, pink, which I don't know if this is for Pride Month or not. It says nothing about Pride Month, if that's the case. But then it says like how each color represents a mood. And then they've got like celebrities next to it to go with each of the colors. And you'll see why I'm like, why? Because there's zero color in this box. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why even have a theme? I don't get it. All right. So first up, let's go ahead and talk about a few of these products. Now, a few of these I already have on, a few I'm going to try on camera. So first we have the Glam Bag, and the Glam Bag, they did actually put the price in here this time. So the Glam Bag is $13 a month, and you get 5 of the little travel or small sizes. So first, this I actually have in my hair right now. This is the Marc Anthony, and I had to look this up. I was like, is this like J-Lo's ex, Marc Anthony? Because it's spelled the same, but it is not. Marc Anthony is an actual like hair dresser, and this has been around for a long time, this brand. And this is the Repair Bond Resculpt Repair and Protect Leave-In Treatment for dry and damaged hair. So my hair is wet right now. I washed it, I put it in a bun, and I put this on it, and I actually really like the way it smells. TBD on, you know, once it's dry, how it looks. But I will say, whenever I was running it through my hair at the bottom ends, and then when I brushed through it, it brushed through really nicely, and it felt really silky when I wrapped it up in my bun. So I think I might like this. Then we have this double-ended liner, and this is from Z Formula is the brand. No, Formula Z is the brand, and we have a black gel liner side, and then we have a cream colored side. And I actually do have this on the lower. You can see how cream really pops. I prefer cream or a light pink over a white when it comes to popping the eyes. I just think it's a little bit more flattering. So I do like this. It was very smooth, and so was the black side, which I only used to tight line the upper lashes. But this was a really nice formula. So I think this is a really good thing to get specifically in this bag, because I would maybe pay close to $15 for this just by itself. All right, but then we have this Benefit Hula, and I'm actually gonna use one of the brushes from the IPSY by IPSY. I get those confused. So I'm gonna use one of these brushes just to test this out. This is a Farah brush. F-A-R-H. We've had this brand before. So this is really actually supposed to be for powder and blush, but I'm gonna use this to do this bronzer real quick. Now, this surprised me. I'm glad I didn't rip it, because I was just gonna rip this open and I thought there was gonna be like a little pot inside, but no, you open up this flat and that's all you get. I mean, this is truly like a kind of like just like a tester sample. It's not really like a mini, I wouldn't say, but I'm just gonna dip in I have some cream bronzer already on, and I'm trying to think. I think I have a Benefit Hoola that I got in a set that had blushes too, that I got from TJ Maxx. But I know this is a really popular bronzer, so I'm not sad to get this. And I mean, even though the size is super tiny, I think there's enough in it to let you know if it's like your shade, if you like the formula, and then maybe you could get a bigger size. But yeah, this looks like a pretty natural, neutral color. As far as this brush goes, it's really pretty with the silver handle. We had some sunflower ones from them before. I believe it was them. And while I thought they were really pretty, they shed so bad. So I gave them to my daughter. So far, I don't see a ton of shedding on this one, so that's good news. And like I said, I really like this, oh my gosh, this hair is being so stubborn. I really like this handle, super pretty. So yeah, I think this was kind of a good thing to get in here. It's just so tiny. But this, what shade is this? It is, just says matte bronzer, the Hoola matte bronzer from Benefit, but it's nice. Not worth a whole lot because it's so tiny, but it's okay. All right, then we have a lip product, and I'm gonna use this here in a minute because I have a matte lipstick I'm gonna put on first from the Boxy by IPSY, but this is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Lip Oil. This is super tiny. You see how little this is. Honestly, this is maybe like 2 weeks worth of product in here, really, really small. That's kind of the thing with this month's glam bag is I'm used to getting small sizes of things, but things that might last longer than the stuff that came this month. So I'm gonna use that here in a minute. And then we also have this Estate Blast Off. This is a highlighter. And Estate, I have actually, this hair is driving me nuts. I have used their eyeshadows before. I actually ended up decluttering them. But this is a highlighter, and I've always heard the highlighter is pretty good, but I left my eyelids blank on purpose. Ooh, this is like a creamy wet formula. I wasn't expecting that, but I left kind of my lids open here. What is going on right there? Had some transfer so that I could pop this. Ooh, that is stunning on the lids. Wow, okay. That is really, really, really pretty. I just thought by looking at it in the pan, I was like, oh, I don't know that I would want that on my face, but it's totally different once you touch it. I thought it was gonna be kind of too glittery and like gritty, but oh my gosh, when you put your finger in it, it is like bouncy, wet. So this actually probably does look beautiful, I would imagine, on the cheeks. So let's just kind of do a little dab. Ooh, okay, little dab will do ya. That is really pretty. Okay, I'd always heard that their highlighters were good, and I see now. That's really, really pretty. But I'm gonna use another highlighter here in a minute. I don't wanna do too much. But that's beautiful on the eyes. Okay, well, that was neat to find out. Wasn't really expecting to love that so much. So, all right, now let's move on to the rest of the Boxy by IPSY. All right, this is the $28 a month subscription for the full size. You get 5 full size. So we have a skincare item. This is the Neogen Dermology Real Bacchol Firming Serum. Bacchol, I don't know how you say that. Okay, don't make fun of me. But this is a 10% phytoretinol firming booster. So the Bacchol, however you say it, you know, I'm gonna just type it on the screen so you know what I'm saying. This is supposed to be like a natural plant retinol. And it's supposed to be for those who can't do, you know, like dermatological retinol, like if it makes you too irritated, dried out, break you out. This is supposed to do the same effects as far as helping with like aging, wrinkles, fine lines, smoothness, but done through plants. So I did use this today. I was scared because I'm testing out, or I've been using a different retinol that's working for me for over a month. And I was like, I don't want to bring something else in. I used it this morning just to put it on. This is a serum, so it's not too liquidy, not too thick. I did feel like instant kind of a little bit tightening to my skin, which I don't always love because I have dry skin. I'm not always looking for tightening, and I don't have saggy skin yet. But I will say, I mean, I think my skin looks good so far. I mean, only using it once, I can't really say anything about it. But I looked at this brand, and I believe it's a Korean skincare brand, which that already is an A+ usually in my book. And it's very affordable. Then they have a pretty wide range of products. So good to know that it's something that's affordable that you could maybe repurchase if you like it. Then we have the LMS Pro Collagen Advanced Eye Treatment. Now, LMS, my favorite skincare brand. I have others too. Like I love Korean skincare and I love Glow Recipe, but LMS is, as far as my higher end skincare, is one that I do think is worth the money. And I'm always happy to get an LMS product. I don't think this month was that great for the selection. But I always have to think, well, if I get an LMS, that basically, it's already paid for the box, so I wouldn't be too upset. It's just not a very exciting box this month. But I mean, I used this today. It's a serum, so it's not like you're moisturizing, really like feeling with like cream for the under eyes, but I think it's a really good thing to put on underneath the cream. And I just love LMS. It's so good. So I do think this is a good get to get in the box. All right, so we have these two brushes. We already used this one for some bronzer, and then we have this one. It is contoured. It is a blush and contour. I guess I could have used this a while ago, but I'm about to show you guys this guy. So this is the Beauty Bakery Lemon Bar Face Palette. Now, I'm gonna go grab the one I already own. So yes, I do already own this, so this will go probably in a future giveaway. And we have a deeper shade up here, medium tone, and then we have this really yellowy gold highlighter here. Now, I remember when I was thinking about getting this, I had a friend, and I've probably had mine close to 2 years. I had a friend tell me, like, watch out, it's super pigmented. She thought it was a little bit lighter skin than I actually am, and she thought it'd be way too dark for me, but this middle shade is perfect. If I was super tan, I could probably buff this one out. Definitely warmer leaning, so not necessarily contour, more of a bronzing. And then the highlighter is a pretty formula. I'm so glad we did not get a Beauty Bakery eyeshadow palette. I personally am not a fan of the color stories. They're just okay compared to the other palettes in my collection. So I do think this was a really good get. I just already own it. And I also own the blush one that has a beautiful darker pink, lighter pink, and then a pink highlighter that is beautiful as well. So I'm gonna grab the one I already own just to kind of do a little bit more bronzing and use this highlighter. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this top one just to show you guys. I'm gonna use this little contour brush. It's kind of powdery. Okay, so I always miss this little spot up here in my big old forehead. So that's kind of good to have this type of brush to get into those small little places that I tend to overlook, and then I'll get in the car and be like, oh my gosh, I left a white spot. So yeah, you can see it's got some good pigment to it, some good depth. So this is actually good. I'm gonna go into the middle one now. This is good for, gosh, it's powdery. I don't remember it being that powdery. But at least this is finally some sort of bronzing, something in here that would be good for deeper skin tone. So we'll say that. See, it's a really pretty contour shade. So even though it's not that exciting for me since I already own it, I do think this was a good thing to get in the box. Okay, now I'm gonna take the highlighter, and I didn't grab a highlighting brush, so I'm just going to use my finger. And this is why it's called a lemon bar, because this is very like lemony, this highlighter shade. Kind of put that on the nose. Now, this wouldn't be for you if you only like, you know, cooler toned highlighters and cooler toned bronzers, because this is a little bit warmer. But so happy we got this instead of a palette. But yeah, it's really pretty. I think that was a good get. All right, last product is this Trace Luce, and this is the shade, this Empower Me is the line of lipsticks. They all are these magnetic blue. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen I did a post and had 3 of the shades in there. So I already own 3 of these that I got one gifted, and then I bought 2 myself because I loved it so much. And so happy that I have a 4th one, and I do not already own this shade. This is in Nudie Pink. And here is what she looks like. You've got the little T branding on it. Packaging is beautiful. It's magnetic closure. It's this beautiful blue. And I love this formula. It is a very velvety matte, very soft, pillowy matte. And I love how it makes the lips look. This is a really pretty shade. If you like a pink leaning nude and you get this lipstick in your box, you're gonna be very, very happy. I believe these retail, since I bought them myself, I think they retail for 14 or 16. So if the box is 28 and you like this and really one other of the items, then it's probably going to be a win for you. I'm very happy to get this color. Well, this lipstick, this formula, but I do like the color too. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys, editing me coming in. I totally forgot to get to this lip oil by Ciate London, the Everyday Vacay Coconut Lip Oil. So I did go ahead and put it on. You can see the shine. It does smell very coconutty. Feels good going on. Not a lot of product in here, but I think it's kind of worth it for the scent because I love coconut, and it does feel really nice, not sticky at all. So sorry I left that out. I'm not sure what this is going in the video, but it'll be in there somewhere. What do I think about this month? I will say this is one that at first glance, I was like, okay, this month sucks. Just to be honest, I was like, it's boring. I already own 2 items in here really, but then I saw that this was a different shade. So then I was happy. There's no eyeshadow palette. We don't really get blushes that much, I've noticed. I don't know why. I would feel like blushes would be safer than bronzers because of skin tone. But, you know, and like I said, it does not go with the theme. The whole inside is showing you the colors of the rainbow. There's no color in here. So that's confusing, but I will say there are some good things in here. It's not a complete wash. I'm not upset. If I was paying for this myself, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't want my money back, but I wouldn't be like shouting from the rooftops either. It was just an okay month. And that's just my honest opinion. Nothing was like terrible in here though. Like there's nothing, I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's nothing that I would give away and be like yuck or throw in the trash. And so I guess that's a positive. But you guys let me know, like, what did you think was the most exciting in here? Were you surprised like I was? Like the Estate highlighter was better than I expected. Let me know what you think about this month. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.